And in the Go Prayer Book, please turn to page 35. Let's see. Oh, actually, usually we say 27. Let's go to 27. And we'll chant the 7 limb prayer together in Tibetan. Page 27. Gosum gupe gone chatselo ngsham yitu cheti malubu tomene saditun tam cheshak Kepagewanam la sheirang Kodwamatom bardule june Drola cheki kolo korbarang Da jengena janchu chen porngo. Now turn to page 97. And at the bottom of the page, you see the short mandala offerings. So let's chant that in Tibetan. Saji perki shushing metod tam rilabling shi ni degen padi Sangye jingdu mikte uwa yidro kunam dak jingla chepar shog Tsun Lama Dampa Kena Kichurku Kala Kense Chujintri Ta tsampe du jetsima la jab kecherki charpa waptu so Idam Guru Ratamantalakam Niryatayami. Do you want medicine Buddha practice? So turn to page 34 in the same book. And we'll do the
even just hearing the mantra of medicine Buddha or the healing Buddha, whatever you call, even just hearing the mantra, so purifies all the sicknesses. So many of them causes by anger, attachment, ignorance. So what is called like three poisons. So So also like, purify, there's no anger, attachment, ignorance. Oh. So that's, please just, remember that, okay, just remember the benefit of reciting Medicine Buddha mantras. So when you hear the mantra, just hearing the mantra purifies all the physical, like sicknesses, and also all the, like problems that are related to the mind, which is also purify the root cause of all the, like problems, like what we call 3 poisons, purify that. So please keep that in mind while you're reciting Medicine Buddha mantra. Then also, if you can visualize Medicine Buddha on the top of your crown, form of light, bright blue light. Bright blue light. If you cannot visualize the Medicine Buddha, so then you can visualize bright blue light, which symbolize all the healing energies, which is the essence of all the healing energies. Even though if you do the longer version of Medicine Buddha practice, then you visualize, different colors. Like, 7 different colors, maybe like 6 different colors, 3 of them the same colors. You visualize them. So now the bright blue light, that's like essence of all these healing energies, all that. You can visualize that. Your body covered with that. And also if somebody, like animals, pet or dog, cat, so animals, and also if some like humans, so relatives, family members, if they are sick, so you can visualize. If you can visualize on their crown Medicine Buddha, if not, then visualize their bodies covered by bright blue light. So then while we are reciting the Medicine Buddha mantra, then nectar flows. Nectar flows from the healing, the Medicine Buddha, all the healing light. Nectar flows and purify everything, physically, mentally, purify everything. Okay. So then, like with the stanza,
Bhagawan with equal compassion for all, whose name when dispels suffering of the lower realms, dispel of disease and the 3 poisons, I prostrate to Medicine Buddha, lapis light. How many? Which 21?
21.
20? Okay. Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugata Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha Teata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. And Geshe-la will lead us in the Refuge in Bodhicitta prayer on page 98. Just dedicate your marriage, short marriage, short. Not a short marriage, short dedication, dedicate your marriage, short, not a short marriage, sorry, short dedication. Short dedication for long marriage. That's what it says. Sanje Danzo Kicho Namla Janchu Badu Dani Kyapsuchi Dagi Chunyengi Pesunamgi Dola Penchu Sangye Rupasho Sanje Danzo Kicho Namla Janchu Badu Dani Kyapsuchi Dagi Chunyengi Pesunamgi Dola Penchu Sangye Rupasho
Sanje
Chudan Soki Jonam La Janchu Bardu Dani Kapsuchi Dagi Chunyengi Pesunam Gi Dola Penchu Sanketu Pasho
Nidi Shiva Sona Kushin Nije Nije Tumzakaya Dola Pembacha Nala Nije Jite Tuzaba Kandaya Debetu Namba Kunde Naso Dizomba Ninde Janjo Sembedo Sanje Jene Yundela no Kange Tinjende Wajun Kaba Meba Chemeba Cheba Meba Tameba Oma Meba No Meba Tade Depende Treva Nije Shede Zobe Tanje Mano Vio Tamba de la no Kange Tuze Nyezo Ne Tawa Tamje Bombe Tambe Chunde Tenze Kodam de la Oh yeah. So any practice that we do, it's like minor practice. Minor practice, of course, that three principal aspects to the path to enlightenment is minor text. So, in minor Buddhism, any form of practice that you do, the motivation is very, very important. Okay, motivation. So it's very not just important; it's very critical. Motivation is very important. Also necessary and very important. It's very critical. Motivation, intentions. When you look at the last two lines of Refuge Buddhist prayer, just to benefit, that's all. Just to benefit. Nothing more, nothing less, just to benefit. The purpose of the practice is to benefit, not to argue, not to like debate, like which one is the best, not like that. Just to benefit. To whom? Everybody. Buddhist, Christian, believer, non-believer, everybody. Oh, very, very important, no? The power of motivation, power of intention, power of motivations. So you start any form of practice, long or short, start with intentions, loving kindness, compassion, bodhicitta. That's the best form of intention. So just to benefit, that's all, just to benefit. What it says in the last two lines? I take refuge in Buddha Dhamma Sangha.
Or like practice of giving another perfections. May become Buddha to benefit all sentient beings.
Benefit all sentient beings. Yourself is included. Yourself included. No. If you say all Tibetan, then yourself is excluded. If you say all Tibetan, when you say all sentient beings, you are included. No need to worry. You are included. Benefit. Just to benefit, that's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Just to benefit. Sentient beings, like whoever, the beings with the mind or thought, the things, benefit, just to benefit. No? Very, very powerful word. Composed by Lama Adisha back in Tibet. This prayer, Refuge in Buddhist prayer, there one stanza composed by, for the sake of knowledge, composed by Lama Adisha back in Tibet, not in India, back in Tibet. Very, very powerful. No? Not because I'm Buddhist, that's why I take refuge in Buddha Dhamma Sangha. No. Why you take refuge in Buddha Dhamma Sangha? And all the practice, being kind, being generous, being so patient, being ethical, being mindful, all of that, for what? Benefit. That's all. Just to benefit, that's all. Benefit whom? Everything that kind of breathes. Everything, not just American or Tibetan, North Carolinian, not that, everything that breathes, everything that moves, what you call living beings, just to benefit. If not, restrain from harming. If not, restrain from harming. At least that's what you can do. The best benefit. So, part of intentions. Next 5 minutes, I'm going to say one round of compassion mantras. And my intention is compassion, loving kindness, bodhicitta. Doing it for all living beings. So then, your life has purpose. So you don't have to, like, in order to have life to have purpose, you don't need to dig the ground or maybe climb the trees. So you can recite the mantras very peacefully, and your life has purpose, not just purpose, very meaningful purpose. Then in the end, you feel good that you did something for all living beings. You did something for all living beings. See? So then you feel importance. Your presence is very important for the happiness of all other living beings. You are present. Your survival, your health, importance, very important. Importance has purpose, has deeper meanings. Every second has deeper meaning. Just to benefit. That's the last two lines. That's very, very powerful. Being kind, being nice, saying nice thing, thinking nice thing about, for what? To benefit. That's all. To benefit to yourself, other sentient beings. Why? Because when you look at yourself, you are desire for happiness every second, every moment, and trying to avoid the slightest problem every second. When you look at the person doing the same thing, no differences. Doesn't matter American, man, woman, black, white, brown, yellow, doesn't matter. Same. That is the foundation. That's the foundations. That everybody needs to understand that. Everybody needs to understand nobody, even the squirrel in your backyard, doesn't want any sufferings. No, you don't have extra reasons. Nobody wants problem. Nobody wants suffering. Everybody wants happiness. That's the foundations. That's the foundation for universal compassion. Oh, so need to understand that very clearly right from the beginning. Need to understand that very clearly right from the beginning. When you do practice, need to understand that very clearly. So that makes your life more important, more meaningful, more precious, because you are doing something for that cause. You are doing something for that cause. Oh. That's why your life is meaning, not just meaning, very profound meaning. Your existence, your health, your present, everything is very precious, very, very important. Okay? So just to remind you, not saying this, that you don't know, you all the power know. And sometimes it's good to have reminder, somebody reminds you, somebody reminds you. Yeah, okay, so just to try to remind you. Then what else? He says enlightenment. Mint. What is it? Enlightenment.
I brought that in for you, Geshe-la, because last week you mentioned people talked about karma beans.
Enlightenment, maybe we all take one, so we'll be enlightened instantaneously. Only happen in the United States. It will not happen in Nepal or India. Only happen in the United States. There's no enlightenment in Nepal. There's no. Because of the E-N-G-E-N-G-R. Can you read it? Maybe a little loud. Maybe there's more profound message down there.
It says enlightenment engenders epiphanies and other related phenomena. And then there's an asterisk and it says this may not be true.
All those next things I have no clue, so I don't understand the words, even one word. So Donasi is trying to enlighten us instantaneously. Maybe this company, I'm not sure what this. Enlighten means, oh. We will see.
Yeah, epiphanies are kind of realizations. Yeah.
We will see. Sorry, I'm sorry.
This is the hard thing.
I'm wasting your precious time. Yeah.
The laughter is helpful.
Oh, maybe it's just open will enlighten. Open is not easy. So. Look at my face, whether I'm enlightened or not. Yeah, please enjoy. So then I will explain the text. Okay. No.
We're on page 142 in the Gold Prayer Book,
Oh, yeah, thank you.
number 5.
I'm in the process to getting enlightened. Just wait, maybe 5 more minutes. Just wait 5 more minutes. So the So Lamrim is divided into 3 scope: small scope, middle scope, and the great scope. So no. So then roughly, like cover, like the small scope and middle scope, mainly, explain how to develop renunciations, okay? Renunciations. So there are certain things, certain important things to understand how one can develop renunciations. So a lot of people, they misunderstood. Their renunciation is just you can't enjoy anything. That's totally misunderstood. If you develop renunciation, you will probably enjoy 100 times more than normal people. Even just food, seeing something, you'll enjoy 100 times more than people who does not have renunciations. See, there's a totally misunderstood of renunciations. So it teaches us there's a process how to develop renunciation, and before that there's some very, very critical, how to say, what it says, don't attach. So now think about that. Don't think about that. No, you don't have to accept. Just think. Just think. What is the problem becoming attached to something? What's the problem? You question that. What is the problem? You see problem. Oh, that's what it means. It doesn't say, oh, don't enjoy. Didn't say, oh, don't enjoy. It says, don't become attached. Means don't cling. Don't cling. That's the not only way to enjoy. Don't cling. If you try to, if you cling. If you cling, or cling. If you cling, not just cling. Attach means clinging so tightly. Now you see. Did not say, Sibe della machak, Sibe della machak, Sipa samsara, samsaric pleasure or samsaric happiness. Don't become, or don't attach. Don't become attached. Now you ask yourself, why? You ask yourself. You don't need to accept. You ask yourself, why? Look in your life experience. You go to your experience, life experience. Then you know the answer. Kanda sibe dela machak. Chak means cling. Chak. Uptight. Not able to let it go. How much control you have? Now the question is, how much control you have? Becoming attached to certain, like say, it can be anything, can like say. Then now the second question is how much control you have, how much control, how much you can control, Things happens all the time. Include our own death. Happens all the time. So that's what I'm saying. That's very important message. Like why the renunciation is so important, to making your life easier. Even though you are part of samsara, make your life easier while you are alive. Then of course after death, much more. It also have a lot of benefit. So don't misunderstand renunciation. Means I cannot enjoy Who say you can enjoy? You cannot enjoy. Of course you enjoy because that's the result of your positive karma. What is wrong with enjoying food? There's nothing wrong. That's a result of your positive karma. Then why, if you are not able, if you cannot enjoy, then why they say, oh, result of practicing generosity will generate more wealth? If there's nothing to enjoy, what is the purpose of wealth? There's no purpose. Now the fundamental question is why I should not cling, not just cling very tightly. Why I shouldn't attach? Second question is how much control you have. How much control you have. How much you can control. Weather, season, vacations, friendship, business, everything. How much you can control. Even though people who believe they have control, they don't have control. Right. There's a critical thing they need to understand. Okay, like kanda sibedela machak. Need to have this awareness right from the beginning for everything. Need to understand, very clearly understand, becoming attached to something. That means you are getting into the cloth, the made out of leather, that's wet. The beginning, you can, like move around. Slow, so when it dries up, it squeezes you. You can move. Oh, exactly like the drop of oil on the piece of paper. The beginning is kind of like small, can spread. All of a sudden, spread. That's why. That's why. Even though you don't see that, it's like spreading. It's only a matter of time. It's going to spread. When it spread, it's so difficult to, how you say, bring it back. That's why. So now slowly you understand what Kadampa Master said. What is the best happiness? Oh. If you are not attached to anything, then you are reached the happiness, the best level of happiness. You reach best level of happiness. There's no 6 ultimate practice mentioned by Kadampa Master. It's not in this book, but some other books. Means ultimate happiness. You reach ultimate happiness because you are not attached to anything. I'm not saying it's easy to do, but we have to question ourselves. Is this real? No, so don't need to accept right away. You can question, you can analyze. Oh, kanda sibedela machashins. There's something that need to be understood. In the small scope, there's some critical things that need to understand. Oh, kanda sibedela machashins. Oh, then top of that, what needs to be understood is like this life is very precious, very meaningful, very difficult to find. That knowledge is very, very critical. In order to ease your life within the samsara, this understanding is very important. Life is precious, meaningful, so difficult to find. How so? How so? Cause, number, cause, number. That's one thing. So I'm trying to sum up. I'm trying to sum up the small scope, So, it's very, very important. Very, very important. Oh. Because then your mind, your mind is not like, how you say, it's like all kind of like mess kind of like mess because of attachment, anger, jealousy, pride, all of that kind of makes your mind messy. No, it's not clear. So because of that, so much problem occur. Oh. Need to identify what things make your mind messy. Need to identify. Oh, you do have control. You do, and on those things you do have control. External things, how much control you have, maybe very little. But we think we have control, but very little. But your thought, you have control. You can control your thought. Nobody else has control. You can control. Oh, but need to understand. Okay. Oh, what else? Precious human life, meaningful, difficult to find, and should not become attached. Does not mean don't enjoy. If somebody says you cannot enjoy, need to ask why. Why you can enjoy? Yeah, you can enjoy listening stories. Some tells a wonderful story you can enjoy. There's nothing wrong. If you become attached, then that's the problem. If you become attached, then it's a problem. No, certainly not just that. If you become attached, then you can have this kind of idea, it should be last forever. It should not be. If there's something start to change, then you kind of like freak out. It will change. Only a matter of time, it will change. What you can do? Nothing, basically, or nothing. What you can do, that's the fact. No, it's not like because you are doing something wrong. So there are certain things that we need to be aware right from the beginning. Right from the beginning. So maybe that's the best way to enjoy things without attachment. Best way to enjoy. Oh. So that's why I'm saying people who only develop renunciations, they probably enjoy things more than 100 times more than we do. Why? Because their mind is very clear. Their mind is right from the beginning. Their mind is very clear. Very clear. And our mind is all kind of like, like mixed with all kind of like different thoughts. Oh. So that's one important thing. Okay. So then slowly you understand, nothing to attach in this life, and there's nothing really to attach in next life. If there's something goes on, nothing to attach. That means your life is now free from attachment. When you look at this life, nothing to attach. When you look at life after this, nothing to attach. So that's why Kadampa Master 6 ultimate practice. One of them is like Kangla Chashem keep it to ultimate happiness is if you are not attached to anything. I'm not saying it's easy things to do. It's not easy things to do. Oh yeah. Becoming attached, that's easy things to do. Right? But it's not easy thing to detach. So right from the beginning, it's needs to be very clear. Okay, trying to summarize some of the small scope. So then fear also like say, causes by attachments. I used to get scared. I used to get scared by sleeping by myself in the big house. So then one day I thought, I'm going to die anyway. If I'm feared, that doesn't prevent me from death. If I'm not feared, that's not going to prevent me from death. I'm going to die anyway. So that kind of thought, So nowadays I'm not afraid. I just sleep. If somebody wants to eat me, just eat. So I don't care. I don't care. I don't mind. Do I really mean it? It's hard to say. And what I'm saying is that thought helps me. What I don't know exactly when I'm going to die. I have no clue. On top of that, being afraid of doesn't help, you know. So I want to just, you know, yeah, if they're not positive mind, some kind of neutral mind, you know, so instead of, you know, afraid of somebody to come in and maybe ghost or whatever, you know. So so anyway, so attachments is the cause of fear. Any form of fear caused by attachment. So now see, now slowly, it's kind of a puzzle. If you if you try to put it together, it makes sense. No, according to the Kadampa, one of the Kadampa masters talks about 6 ultimate practices. One of them is if you are not attached to anything, you are ultimately happy. You are ultimately happy. Oh, is that right? Is that correct? Now you'll go back. Yeah, so letting go is painful. I'm not saying it's kind of joyful, but holding is more pain. Then you choose. No, things happen all the time. Like so then I think that's important. According to small scope, Lamrim divided into 3 scopes: small scope, middle scope, mainly talks about the practice and designed to help you how to develop renunciations. So then the great scope, that's Mahayana teachings. So I think I kind of covered that, you know, small scope. Samla, where we are now.
You were reading number 5.
Can you say in English?
The definition of having generated renunciation. When by having trained in that way, there is no arising, even for a second, of attraction to the perfections of cyclic existence, and all day and night the intention seeking liberation arises, then the thought of renunciation has been generated.
Attractions, that word attractions. Probably that's the reason why people get, you know, misunderstood the renunciations, because some of the translations is literally translation word in Tibetan, you know, literally translation of Tibetan word. Kanda sibe de la machaji tanjo tuye jije chumba jawa chibela kanda namda nginju meba sisoi dende tunye jiwe tamil sila kama jikunjo tenjo nyega sila la meba yila kumbe chidene lende mila dita kumbe koye pun tedara kumbes koye punzo la ime kiji tsame mijishin tedara kumbe koye punzo las. So right now, if I have that, maybe I'll be happier. You kind of attract to that idea, not necessarily to the object, idea. Understand? Idea. Or if I have power to eat ice cream much as I want, I'll be probably happiest person on the planet. Now you have all the power, you can eat much as ice cream you want. No? Just idea. It's just idea. Just like this misleading that ideas that you firmly believe, or then you are attracted to certain things because of this idea. Nothing. No. Can you repeat the word near the attraction? What is it?
Of attraction.
The Tibetan word training your mind, thinking, oh, this life is so precious, difficult to find, so meaningful, everything, you know, I should not become attached, because if you become attached, there's this problem, that problem. Knowing all this knowledge, all this training your mind based on this knowledge, based on knowledge, you know. Becoming attached to anything in this life cause problem. Becoming attached to anything beyond this life cause problem. Knowing all this knowledge, slowly then just to kind of train, it's kind of tame your mind, Oh, Teta compass. Not just understand, and you thought about that long period of time, every day, and your mind is now trained, or you gain some kind of experiential understanding of that, So then after that, you are no longer attracted to the idea, or if I be like this and that, like, wow, if you see a big house, wow, this is so wonderful that I really want that house, and I'll be happy. The idea, you don't become attracted to the idea. Living in a big house doesn't guarantee happiness. Oh, see? Driving a car doesn't guarantee happiness. Oh. You get pleasure, some pleasure here, there. Everybody gets, not just you, everybody gets some kind of pleasure. Doesn't last very long. Then looking at something else. Then thinking, you thought about that knowledge, you read, you study, you thought about that, and slowly you gain some kind of, not just understanding, mere understanding, you gain some kind of experiential understanding. Next time when somebody says, don't attach, it means something than just word. It means something deep than just word. That is experiential understanding. You gain experiential understanding. Then through that, you tame your mind. Then you are no longer attracted to the ideas or becoming attracted to something, then idea behind that, you are going to be happy. You are no longer fooled by that idea. That's exactly what it means. The meaning, musicians, does not mean, oh, you don't enjoy anything. No. If you don't enjoy anything, there's something wrong. There must be something wrong. Doesn't mean you no longer enjoy anything. No. You enjoy 100 times more than people who don't have renunciation. So you are no longer attracted to that idea, becoming happier, getting something, some like object, sound, smell, shape, color, or taste. No longer that idea. You know how to be happy by thinking. There's the only way to achieve ultimate happiness, by thinking profoundly. So that's what it means, okay? So maybe there's a reason why people get, people misunderstand renunciations. I just want to, that's how I understood renunciations, But I don't have renunciations. I'm not even close to develop renunciations. But I do know what is renunciations. I do know. And I know the benefit. Then I pray every day that may I develop renunciations quickly as possible. So that's all I can do now, practically. Then every day I'm trying to remind myself, what is renunciation, what is bodhicitta, what is emptiness, what is all this about. These are all wonderful things. It will train your mind. Teta kombe punto la musicians. Makes sense? It makes sense? Capture Lama Zoba Rinpoche, here on the left, spiritual director of Kadampa Center. Look at Rinpoche. Did Rinpoche enjoy anything? When Rinpoche has maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, Rinpoche had stroke. Attendant Sangpo told me that he was there. Rinpoche burst into laugh. Imagine that, just think about that. How many people laugh? Same, there's two hands, two legs, like you, same, human being. It's not like there's four heads, the same. How many people laugh into burst?
Burst into laughing.
Yeah, burst into laughing. How many people? How many people? Do you know anybody who bursts into laughing when you get stroke? There's nothing to laugh about. Because there's no attachment to anything. There's no attachment. Whether it's good or bad, good. No, so like that. So people misunderstand renouncing. Oh, if you develop renounce, you will not enjoy anything. No, no. Even you get stroke, you laugh into burst. Burst into laugh. Just think about that. Just think about that. So now all this mind tuning, this all like this. In the beginning, it's like hard to get our head around. Oh, how that can be possible? Yeah, it is possible. You see the people. It's possible. Oh, the text it says, think something positive when everything's like falling apart, like pouring down rain on you like that. Everything's falling apart. Everything's. And text says, think something positive. How that can be possible? It is possible. It is possible. But at the moment, we can't get our head around that. But it's possible. You see, some people, you see. So then after that, now Rinpoche recovers so fast. Why? Positive mind, power of the positive mind, all the time. Doesn't matter stroke, no stroke, all the time positive mindset. Recover so quick, so fast. So that's what I'm saying. We are all capable to generate positive mind, powerful. This is all different kind of positive mind that you develop. Or the daily basis, you try to remind yourself, through text, or like reading some, or maybe like if you remember by heart, then you are saying them, walking back and forth in your kitchen, and meanwhile you are thinking. Oh, that kind of like reminds you your life has purpose. Your existence is important, it's precious. Oh, it's critical, it's very important. Your existence, your present, your life, your health, everything's so precious because of this and that, So, living in the cave, middle of nowhere, heart filled with joy, It's not, no joy doesn't get by doing stuff, running here, running there, jumping into ice water. People do all kinds of things, So anyway, so Teta Kombe, Koya Punzolas, Teta Kombes, thinking like that, thinking about that, like the small scope, thinking like that, Teta Kombes, and become familiar with those knowledge, and gain deeper understanding. Then you'd no longer attract to the idea, if I do this, I'll be happy. Sitting on a sofa chair doesn't guarantee happiness. Getting married doesn't guarantee happiness. Getting divorced doesn't guarantee happiness. Living alone doesn't guarantee happiness. Living together doesn't guarantee happiness. What happiness is guaranteed by what? If you can think positive, that guarantees happiness. So now you realize. So you are no longer attracted to the idea by doing something that brings happiness. You are no longer attracted to that idea. That's exactly what it means. Doesn't mean you no longer enjoy anything. No. That's mistake. That's a mistake. Not just mistake, that's big mistake. Big mistake. Then you have this, you have this like wish to develop renunciations, which brings everlasting happiness. That's all. which brings everlasting happiness. Then you wish for that, you wish day and night. So if that thoughts arise day and night, so then there's a sign that you develop renunciation. Okay? Tata kombe koya punzola, ime kijitame mijishin, ime kijitame mijishins. Some of my friends, like there is sometimes they say, no, Gila, now I no longer see any meaning in every all of these things. That's not renunciation. That's not renunciation. Oh, I think this is a waste of time. That's not renunciation. That's not renunciation. Idea. And, oh, I'm going to be content, I'm going to satisfy, I'm going to be happy, because if I do this and that, you are no longer attracted to that idea. That idea is fooling you all the time. Oh, all the time. Oh, I say they're saying in America, grass is green over the other side.
The grass is always greener on the other side.
Yeah, grass is always green on the other side. Other side. Oh. So, so that talks about renunciations. The grass, you can simply say that grass is always greener other side. On the other side. Oh, if you become attracted to that idea, then you are going to be full, or you're going to fall. Oh, go to Cozumel, that's the paradise. You attract to the idea, the Cozumel is the paradise. When you go there, there's a lot of mosquitoes. When the mosquito bites you, then you realize it's not paradise. Then it's too late because you're already there. Machu Picchu. No, I really want to go there. That's the source of happiness. No, it's not source of happiness. I've already been there. Not long ago, I've already been there. So after 5 minutes, it's over. After 5 minutes or 10 minutes, longest part 10 minutes, then it's over. So that doesn't mean you should not go. That doesn't mean you should enjoy. But you should enjoy. Same time, you have to remember, doesn't guarantee happiness. So then you know. So anyway, teta kombe kuya punto le imeki jeta nize konto tapa tunyelo day and night. If you are now really thinking about, nirvana, moksha, so that's everlasting happiness. So if that thought arises day and night, so that's the sign that you develop renunciation. Okay. Teta kombe kuya punto ninjung teya namda semjejes. So now the second part, which is bodhicitta. Then, after renunciations, so now, liberation or nirvana doesn't mean fully enlightenment for the sake of knowledge. It's not fully enlightenment, fully enlightenment. So if you look at the three scope, or maybe the three scope is a little bit different than three vehicles. When you look at the three vehicles, there's like 15 set of paths. Each 5 belongs to the first one is called Herer, Nyinti. Second set of 5 belongs to the self-realizers. There's Rangyal. Then the last 5 set of paths belongs to the Mahayana. There's 15 set of paths. If you are curious or wondering what are those 15 set of paths, then you can read the text called Tenjunju 70. How is it?
70 topics.
Yeah, 70 topic. That's text called 70 topic. If you read that, then you will find the detailed information. Okay, so I don't want to go detail because there's not much time. So then each set has last path. It's called path beyond learning. Path beyond learning. So that is nirvana. The path beyond learning associated with the higher path, that's nirvana. And the path beyond learning associated with the self-realizer path, that's nirvana. It's not enlightenment. Then now, you could, some case you can say enlightenment, but when you say great enlightenment, the great enlightenment only exists in the Mahayana path. Last 5 said, that's path beyond learning, so that is great enlightenment or fully enlightenment, Buddhahood. That's where it refers to. Enlightenment, sometimes they use Changchub. Tibet know Changchub. Yeah, enlightenment sometimes refers to nirvana. So that in that case, it's not great enlightenment. These are for the sake of knowledge. Great enlightenment, Changchub Chenpo, great enlightenment, that's like Buddhahood. That only happened the last 5 sets of path. Each, as I said, last one is called path beyond learning. Path beyond learning is associated with a great vehicle, that's Buddhahood. That's great enlightenment. That's, fully enlightenment, that's the Buddhahood. So this now for the sake of knowledge, okay? So now you develop renunciations, but in order to achieve fully enlightenment, what you need to do is you need to develop bodhicitta. So now there's a second part of the text, bodhicitta. Nginjunteya namda semji simba menas lame chanju ji puzo deve juro minju lo den namji chanju semjo ches. So now please read the English part.
The purpose of generating the mind of enlightenment, stanza 6. Even if renunciation has been developed, if it is not possessed by the mind of enlightenment, it does not become the cause of the perfect bliss of unsurpassed enlightenment. Therefore, the wise generate the supreme mind of enlightenment.
Wise, that's the translation of lo den. Lo den. Lo den, there's a short word. If you make it bigger, longer, lo tu dan demba. Lo tu dan demba. Those who has wisdom, clear wisdoms. Then should or must generate, bodhicitta. Lo den namji chanju semjoje. Ani lo chanju semjoje. Nginjunteya namda semjoje simba mena lame shi puzo de lo shuda chuoshi junji chus. So now the beginning of the text explains why one should concern about well-being of all living beings. Why one should why one should be concerned about the well-being of all living beings. In the beginning, it explains why. Shukdra chuoshi junjichas. Dogaleji chingwa tambe dams. I just explain the point. I just explain the point, not by word. What I think is the point, or could be wrong. That's how I see the point. Shukda chuoshi junjichas, including yourself, everybody. Our life, greatly impacted by what they call like 4 great rivers. Chuoshi junjichi. Birth, aging, sicknesses, death. 4 rivers. Nobody's free from that. Everybody. Our lives greatly impacted by this, what the text called 4 great river, which refers to 4 things I just mentioned. Probably these are the 4 river In the text, it didn't mention, it only mentioned the cause. These are the result. I just mentioned 4 things. There's a result. And there's cause, 4 cause. It's not mentioned in the text here. In the root text, it doesn't mention, but there's 4 cause. So basically, our life is greatly impacted, not just my life, it's not just about you, it's about everybody. No matter how we look, what kind of title we possess, what kind of, finance status, the knowledge, degree, look, doesn't matter. All greatly impacted by these 4 things. That's the fact. Nothing to do with mind and Buddhism. That's the fact. Should I choose Dogaleji Chiwan Tambe Dams? Actions. Things that we say, things that we do, things that we think. Our life is very tightly tightly bound. Like rope, that actions like rope, chiwa, tambe dams. Not just tight, very tightly bound. So, grasping on self, grasping so tightly on self. If somebody asks what is self, no clue. Somebody asks what is self. Then that's like that not knowing what is self. It's like the iron cage. And you are trapped there. You are trapped. Unless you see emptiness. That is the situations. Not just you, everybody. Situations. That's the reason why you should be concerned well-being of all living beings, everybody. You have to have reason, otherwise you can't, how you develop for something, you have no reason, you have to have reason. And that ignorance, not knowing what is self, is so thick. Oh, so thick. Ask yourself, what is self? I do call Gishigele, I always say, all the time I say, I'm not satisfied, I'm not happy, so how dare you do like, as we say, I all the time. If you ask yourself, what is I? What is I? Jebu Sami Chumais. It's not the earth element. It's not the earth element you go through. It's not the solid part of your body. There's self. You say, my hand hurt. When your hand is hurt, and you be yeah, there's clear distinguish. My hand hurt. My hand hurt. When you're about to fall off the cliff, you don't say, oh, my body is about to fall. You don't say, my mind is about to fall. You say, I'm about to fall. What is that? What is that? Need to analyze. Jebu Sami, not the text, other text, not here. Chebu Sami, Chebu means person. Person. Just imagine yourself, person. You are not the solid part of the body. Chumai, you are not the liquid within the body. Chebu Sami, Chumai. Memi, you are not the heat within your body. You are not the air or oxygen. You are not that. Chebusami chumai memilumi namkwami. It's not the space within yourself. That's not you. What is me? If I go through, no, not me. It's level. It's this the base. It's called Gishigelek. That's all. It's just called Gishigelek. It's the base. The level come later. First, what is this? This is sperm and egg. That's what it is. This is sperm and egg. That's what it is. Hard to believe. Right now, how hard to believe? How you can say this is sperm and egg? Yeah, that's what it is. Right from the beginning, that's what it is. So that grows. All the limbs. Now you call somebody called Gishigelek. So now somebody say, "Oh, you are a liar." You say, "You? How dare you tell me you are a liar?" At that moment, you feel there's something independent, absolute, solid, concrete self. That does not exist at all. That does not exist at all. All things you build upon that, all kind of negative emotion is just, there's no foundations. For the sake of knowledge, something to analyze, something to think about, something to analyze. Then, that's why it's called iron cage trap. Not able to break that iron cage because believing something, no clue. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? No clue. There's no teachings of emptiness. Teaching of emptiness. Try to analyze what is self. So that is everybody. 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 Foundation for bodhicitta, foundation for the bodhicitta, foundation for the bodhicitta. You can say universal compassion, you can say all the time, what is the foundation? Foundation. Even somebody looks very successful, makes a lot of money, does not mean free from this four great river, not free from that. There's foundation for develop compassion towards that. There's foundation. That's the foundation. So that's the beginning of the text. It explains the foundations. Therefore, you should develop bodhicitta. You should develop bodhicitta. So now, can you read the text? Maybe that's very brief. There's a whole commentary here. So and. If you find out some mistake, then mistake goes to me, not to the book. So I just said it. What I thought is what I thought is the critical point to remember, even though you do remember every word, but that's the critical point. I think that's important thing to remember. So yeah, any mistake, that you blame to me, not to the book. Yeah.
How to Generate the Mind of Enlightenment, stanza number 7 on page 143. Swept away by the current of the 4 powerful rivers, tied by the tight bonds of karma, so hard to undo, caught in the iron net of self-grasping, completely enveloped by the total darkness of ignorance. And then stanza 8. Endlessly reborn in cyclic existence, ceaselessly tormented by the 3 sufferings.
Oh, I forgot that. Three. Usually I switch the word a little bit because I try to get to the profound meaning of that, beside word suffering. 3 different types of, the The last one is more like complication, more like complications. Suffering in Buddhism does not mean pain. That needs to be very clearly understood. That needs to be very clearly understood. Suffering does not mean pain. Particularly the last one is more like complication, all kinds of complications or problems. So this is the literally dungal sum. No, that's dungal. Tibetan word tuka in Sanskrit. Tibetan word dungal. That's the literally translation of the word dungal becomes suffering. So more I think about that is particularly last part is more like complications. So see, let me say something. We have hair in our palm. You see? You don't see. It doesn't mean that there is hair. So I'm not saying I'm seeing that because my eye is worse than yours because of diabetes. And I can, even there's long hair, I cannot see. So, but there is hair on our palm. Not easy to see. Similarly, last part of the suffering is hard to see as a suffering. Make sense? Not seeing hair on your palm, even though it's hair there, you don't see that. And similarly, the last part, that's why I call it complication. Not easy to understand. Not easy to understand. Okay. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. Continue.
Thinking that all mothers are in such a condition generate the supreme mind of enlightenment.
Bodhicitta. Bodhicitta. Yeah, so now time is over, so I hope we are all enlightened by eating enlightenment. Good news. So it's more. So maybe every Wednesday we eat one. So maybe by the time when we finish, they will be enlightened. Yeah, now time is over, so maybe next Wednesday continue. Okay, next Wednesday.
So let's turn to page 263 in the same book. And let's read the final Lamrim dedication. Lamrim Moon Lam Jukso.
Very good, yeah.
Page 263. From my two collections, vast as space, that I have amassed from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose mind's wisdom eye is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all lives, Manjushri. May I find the best of complete graded paths of the teachings, and may I please all the Buddhas by my practice. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings. With the points of the path as I have discerned them, may I uphold Buddha's teachings for a very long time. With my heart going out with great compassion, in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread, or once spread have declined, may I reveal this treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted bounteous peace, and the Buddha's deeds be nourished for a long time. By even this graded path to enlightenment completed, due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their sons. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and create conducive conditions for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of their lives from the purest path praised by the Buddhas. Whenever someone makes effort to act in accordance with the tenfold Mahayana virtuous practices, may he always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. Now don't turn to page 244 and 245. We'll read the long life prayers. Ganira we korwe shinkam di pendan dewa malu jungwe ne shenre sigwan ten singyatso yi shape si te baru tenju chi Shonu Iye Nala Wan Shotu Awa Taret Sembara Sopa Lo Sange Wede Ton Le Pausho Shashu Gengyo Lama Sowa De Tupsu Chan Jin Jang Gewe Tenzin Kyom Pewe Kunzu Do Po Ze Chok Sum Kuwele Mun Tudu Padok So Du She Kundu Jap Ten Sho Mi Me Tse We Te Dream Kempe Wam Po Jampe Yang Gan Chen Kepe Tsu Ken Song Kappa Lo Jabla soade Om tare tu re soha 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 Om tare tu re soha.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. So the Nyungne retreat is very successful.
Yes,
I think everybody's alive. Oh, yeah, wonderful, very good, very good.